You know, that first year of your baby's life, it's just this miraculous journey, right? Especially when you think about their brain. So today, we're going to dive into how you can support that incredible growth, the Montessori way.
Okay, let's just start with a number that is, well, it's almost impossible to wrap your head around. Get this. In their first year, a baby's brain is making nearly 1 million new neural connections every single second. Yeah, every second. That's the entire scaffolding for their future learning, and it's being built right in front of you.
So when you hear a number like that, of course, the big question pops into your head, right? How do I help my baby's brain grow? What can I do? What am I supposed to be doing to help this incredible process? And that question, it really comes from a place of just deep love.
Well, here's the really good news. The answer isn't about buying all the expensive gadgets or signing up for some complicated program. Not at all. The Montessori approach, it boils everything down to 5 simple, intuitive, and just super powerful principles. So let's walk through them together.
All right, our very first principle is a game changer. It's this: we move to learn. You see, we often think of, physical stuff and brainy stuff as 2 different things. But for a baby, they are one and the same. Movement isn't just about building strong muscles. It's about building the brain's entire map of the world. So this idea, it completely reframes every little thing your baby does. That little reach for a toy, that's not just a cute little action. It's a super complex brain exercise in depth perception and coordination. And every kick, every grasp, every little wobble as they try to pull themselves up, each one of those things is forging and strengthening these absolutely critical pathways in their brain.
So what's the big takeaway here? It's all about creating an environment that encourages all this natural movement. And that means lots of open floor space, not being confined. It means giving them the freedom to explore. And this is a big one: avoiding equipment like walkers or bouncers. I know they're popular, but they can actually restrict that natural motion and even delay development by kind of giving the brain a false sense of balance.
Okay, so our second principle builds right on top of that first one. While we want their physical world to be free and open, a baby's brain actually develops best with order and calm. Think about it. Their mental world thrives on things being predictable because that order creates a sense of safety. It lowers stress hormones and frees up all that precious mental energy for learning.
So how do we actually create that order? It's way simpler than you might think. First up, predictable routines. For waking, eating, sleeping. It just helps a baby understand the rhythm of their day. Second, have a place for everything. It helps them make sense of their space. And third, this one is key: limit the toys. Just 2 or 3 at a time. This prevents them from getting overwhelmed and actually helps build that vital skill of concentration.
And now for our third principle, which honestly, this might be the most important one of them all. A baby's brain is built by real, authentic human connection. Your presence, your interaction, that is the most powerful developmental tool they will ever have.
And let's just be really direct about what this means. Screens don't build a baby's brain, period. What does? Human connection. The eye contact you make, the gentle little conversations you have as you're just going about your day, the songs you sing, the way you respond when they coo at you. These are the rich, responsive interactions that literally wire their brain for language, for emotion, and for understanding other people.
Okay, principle number 4. This one is all about the senses. Babies are like these little scientists, right? Their brain grows as they learn about the world by touching it, tasting it, seeing it, and hearing it. But, and this is the important part, the key is to focus on simple sensory experiences. This lets their brain process all that new information without just getting totally overwhelmed. So you can forget all those flashy educational toys with all the bells and whistles. What a baby's brain is really craving are simple, natural things. The feel of a wooden ring, the texture of a soft piece of fabric, the gentle sound of a rattle. Even just a walk outside with all its real-world sounds and sights. That is a sensory feast for a developing mind. And that's because the goal isn't just stimulation for stimulation's sake. It's about meaningful sensory processing. All those flashing toys, loud electronic music, rooms packed with plastic, that can actually be super overwhelming. It makes it harder for the brain to learn. Less is truly more here. And that brings us to our final and really powerful principle: fostering independence. Now, I know it might sound a little strange to talk about independence when we're talking about a baby, but this crucial part of their brain development starts in the very first few months. Every single time they manage to do a task themselves, it's reinforcing key motor skills and cognitive pathways. So, how do you actually support this? It's all about letting them participate. Let them try to hold a tiny little cup. Let them touch and explore their food.
Yeah, mess and all. Let them try to feed themselves. Heck, even just waiting a beat to let them help push their own arm through a sleeve when you're getting them dressed, that fosters this amazing budding sense of self. Because here's the thing. Behind every single one of those small acts, there's a profound message. Every time a baby is allowed to try something for themselves, and it doesn't matter if they succeed or not, a message is sent deep into their developing brain. And that message is so simple and so powerful. I am capable.
And that message, I am capable, that is the absolute foundation, the bedrock of confidence, of security, of emotional intelligence. It's the feeling that they are competent and they have a say in their own world. So, let's bring it all together. The 5 keys to supporting your baby's incredible brain growth, they aren't complicated at all. They are allowing free movement, creating a sense of order, prioritizing that real human connection, offering simple sensory exploration, and of course, fostering independence.
Which really leaves us with one last thought. You know, we live in a world that is constantly telling us we need to buy more and do more for our kids. But what if the greatest gift you can give your baby's developing brain isn't something you can buy at all? What if it's simply the environment you create and the present connected person you are?